All right. Good morning, people. I hope you had an awesome Sunday. I was looking at some football. I'm telling you, football's just not the same without the fans in the stands. However, it'll get better. You know what I mean? Today's daily reflection, keeping optimism afloat for 2 November 2020. Let's go. Okay, we're digesting this together. Let's do it. All right, so it was always pour me another drink. That's what it was. And let's start this over again because I don't know what the hell happened to the footage just now. Keeping optimism afloat. The other steps can keep most of us sober and somehow functioning, but step 11 can keep us growing. Language of the Heart, page 240. A sober alcoholic finds it much easier to be optimistic about life. Optimism is the natural result of my finding myself gradually able to make the best rather than the worst of any situation. As my physical sobriety continues, I come out of the fog, gain a clearer perspective, and am better able to determine what courses of action to take. As vital as physical sobriety is, I can achieve a greater potential for myself by developing an ever-increasing willingness to avail myself of the guidance and direction of a higher power. My ability to do so comes from my learning and practicing the principles of Alcoholics Anonymous program. The melding of my physical and spiritual sobriety produces the substance of a more positive life. If Alcoholics Anonymous is not your thing, people, this daily reflection can definitely improve your lifestyle and improve your livelihood. Look, in my active alcoholism, it was impossible for me to find optimism. Everything was always pour me another drink. On this hand, it was, easy to see the negative aspects of everything. And on the other hand, if I wasn't drunk, it was impossible to see a positive. But the positive was always self-serving. And if you're an alcoholic like me, being physically sober and not having that drink or not having that high isn't enough, because I would always find excuses for me to be able to have a drink, regardless of the length of sobriety that I had. And that led to my 2 relapses. But having a spiritual balance in my life, as well as a higher power to lean on, and if you don't believe in God, that's okay. That's all right, people. Your higher power can be what you want it to be, and it's just something that you find that last grain of hope in, or that little inner voice in your head that says, hey, why don't we do this instead? To be optimistic is to be, kind of free, because a lot of folks wake up in the morning, and if it's foggy, dreary, and rainy, their first instinct is to say it's going to be a shitty day. Mine, on the other hand, is to say it's a fantastic day. I can work out, I can shoot a video, I can get some things done earlier than I thought I would, because, the weather is not awesome outside, so I can do some things indoors as well. And I can go hang out outside if I want to. I'm just going to put a raincoat on. That's the way I see it. A lot of folks don't see it that way. So the sober alcoholic finds it much easier to be optimistic. Well, yeah, of course. However, that doesn't mean that, there's not going to be bad days, because there is. It's just a matter of how you see what is going on with you and the situations that are occurring. You can look at it in a downhill way, or, maybe the half is glass full. The glass is half full for you. That's the way I like to live my 24 hours at a time, folks. And, that's just something to chew on for today. And I'm going to leave a link below for the Language of the Heart. If you haven't read it before, if you haven't looked at it, the link is going to be below. Yeah, I always do that when I digest. I can achieve a greater potential for myself by developing an ever-increasing willingness to avail myself to the guidance and direction of my higher power. I have a lot of potential as a sober alcoholic to excel in the areas where I was lacking before. Of course, as an active alcoholic, I was an expert in one thing, or two things. One, my career, because my career I needed to excel at in order to mask my drinking. And I was also an expert at, you guessed it, drinking, you know. I had managed the clock very well. I had, for the most part, so I thought. And I had all these things that, you know, I had to do. But if I'm able to reveal my inward self, my flaws, my defects, my indecisions, my decisions, and all that to my higher power and just ask for guidance and direction, I'm able to be, you know, propelled into where I need to be. And in my sobriety and recovery, I believe I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be, which is right here filming these videos for you. Look, I gotta go to work, folks. I hope you have a good day. If you need me, shoot me a DM at One Sober to Another, or, you know, on Instagram or Reddit or Twitter, all of those. And I'm here for you, folks. Life's a garden, dig it. I'll see you in the next one.